Welcome again one another edition of my new YouTube channel. Thanks for all my subscribers, thanks for all the likes, thanks for all the comments. So Trump wanted TikTok not to be banned, to stay up so that his inauguration will be broadcasted on as many platforms as possible. Hey, Trump has something else, man. Why not tell you the level of I don't know. These people are something else. That's all I'm have to say. These people are something else. He wants the thing to remain open just because on inauguration day. Jesus. Anyway, a lot of people are obviously it's banned. They never listened to him. They said his assurances wasn't enough, so they go ahead and they still ban TikTok for the American users. But there's another alternative in Fanbase where people can go. It's a black-owned app where people can go and subscribe and support. So I don't see why black people are not supporting this app more. Why they will be running over to a Chinese app and not supporting their own. But anyway, so guys, in the next video clip that I'll be sharing with you, I'll be sharing a young man's video where he's speaking about the ban on TikTok and how it's gonna affect him and other creators like himself who benefit from this app. And it's quite sad that a country that is said to be free, the land of the free, is blocking freedom for their citizens. You understand? Let's go in the video, guys.
I'm going to be posting a lot, way more than I've ever posted, because it seems that this app will be banned in this free country that's for the people. And the reason I'm going to be posting a lot, because while I have this platform and this voice and this audience, I really need us to understand what's happening here, because I fear that they're going to ban TikTok. We're going to be upset for 2 weeks, and then we're going to say what we've always said, it is what it is, and we're going to go on about our lives. And that's why we keep fucking losing. Over and over and over and over again, we lose. By we, honestly, I mean the middle class. The majority of us, we constantly lose. Every time we get a crumb of a leg up or enough of us get a touch of financial freedom, something has to come along and fuck it up. To the people that are 40 and 50 years old, are y'all not sick of losing? We're talking about an app. We're talking about a community. I don't know how many times I have to say that they won't do a fucking thing about the gun violence in this country, but they can prioritize banning an app saying that it's a threat to national security. You have a threat to your national security in your own fucking country. Do something about these goddamn guns. Do something about these goddamn insurance companies. Do something for the people here. Y'all worried about an app that we love. Y'all gonna take away something we love before y'all take away guns? Assault rifles? You need to ban TikTok before you ban assault. That's the reality we're living in. They'll ban an app before they ban a gun because the app is more dangerous to them. It's not about data, it's about unity. They're losing their power over you because they can't confuse us as easily because we're so fucking connected. And they're mad that a motherfucker that doesn't look like them, somebody from a different country, is whooping their ass in this social media game, in this tech game, in this data game. They're losing and they don't like it. So they're saying, how can we get rid of it and paint a picture to where it's the right thing to do? It's crazy to me that they talk all this shit about China. China's this, China's that, Communist Party, China, yada, yada, yada. They banned TikTok in China. Y'all banning it here, so if Communist China does it, how the fuck is that not Communist America? You see what I'm saying? while this is a stream of income for me, one that I will dearly miss, and am annoyed that I have to put in the work to replace it, this is a lot of people's entire income, entire means of living, bro. And the government knows that. And there's no contingency like, oh, we're gonna take TikTok from you, but we'll give you these benefits since you lost everything. Nothing for that. They watched you build it. They watched you benefit from it. They watched you change your life. They watched you quit your job. They watched you do it. They watched you fully dive into TikTok, and then they snatched it from you, and they still want their tax money. It's illegal to be homeless, but the way you're making money to pay for your home, we're taking that. It's unbelievable. On a very, very, very serious note, I found out this morning that Chris O'Donnell unalived himself. I never met him, but we talked via direct message, and I still haven't processed it fully. You know, from my understanding, he was a happy guy. He was preaching mental health and fitness. You know, I watched the tribute from Iron Sanctuary, and they had the pleasure of meeting him in person and knowing him. You get what I'm saying? And I had planned to meet him, but now I can't. You know what I mean? And it shocked me because when I saw the news, I had to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be. And he had a community here on this app and on other platforms, but mainly on this app, he had a community. So whatever he was battling, he had a community that at least helped him get along up until a certain point. This is so much more than an app that y'all are taking away from people. And it's so fucked up that you don't understand the gravity of that. I am awful at reaching out to people I care about. Chris has reached out to me in the times that I have leaked my emotional state of mind onto social media, and he's just checked in on me. You know, never met the guy in reality, but he checks in on me, you know what I'm saying? So I will now have my own self-reflection of why didn't I check in on him in time. You get what I'm saying? But that connection, I'm afflicted by this. It pains me to see that, because I met him through this app. This is not some, we have two things in common, so we're gonna follow each other and watch each other's content type shit. People are making genuine connections, from platonic relationships to people finding the love of their lives to people just dating each other and learning about themselves and then going their separate ways, all intertwined and connected through this fucking app, bro. And because y'all can't get balls deep into the data because y'all didn't make the shit, you take it away from people. And you ignore all of the real life implications that comes with that. It's more than an app, and you know it. Go tell Keith Lee, it's just a fucking app. Go tell the musicians that wouldn't be shit if their song didn't go viral on TikTok with all them dances that this is just an app. Go tell them single moms that didn't really know what the fuck they was doing, but there was a single mom who's been through it on TikTok telling them how to pre-make meals and do this for their kids and do this for this kid and where they can get discount shit at and how to manage their money and shit like that. Y'all don't teach them that shit. Y'all don't give them no help. But when people take it amongst themselves to contribute to the progress of the fucking middle class or humans in general via an app, y'all take it away simply because you don't have an iron grip on the data, bro. It's unbelievable. Rest in peace to Chris, man. While none of us know the thoughts that he had in his own head, we're aware of the community that he built on this app. And there's a chance that part of that thought process was, well, I have this community on TikTok and they're taking it away from me. And that's just one more thing that I've lost.
We'll never know for sure, but it's a possibility, right? But the government doesn't think that deep. They don't think about what they're taking away from people. All they think about is, oh, we have stock in Meta. So how great would it be if the competition, we got these tech billionaires ready to do anything and everything for us. If we just get rid of the competition. They don't give a fuck about the negatives that come with snatching this app from us. This is not the America they told me I would be proud of when I was growing up. In China, you cannot speak negatively about the governing party. Trump has doubled down on the threat from within and prosecuting those who have, you get what I'm saying? Do you see the similarity? They ban TikTok, we ban TikTok. What restriction is next? There's this looming threat to ban certain video games. When does it end? This is the start of the snowball. This is the start of the avalanche. And it shocks me to see millions of people watch it, say that's fucked up, that's crazy, but the wheel turns regardless.
Guys, this young man has raised certain points that have even me myself thinking that we are living in such a society where whatever the ones at the top do, we just accept it, and it doesn't matter how we are being hurt, we are still accepting certain things and allowing these people to get away with certain things. And history has a way of repeating itself. You know what happened in the past, it's regurgitated, that come around, it's coming back around. Because if you look at how certain things are being run in America, not just in America but all over the world, fascism is on the rise. You understand me? A lot of government seems as if they're becoming more of a fascist type of, of way of doing things. And we are in this current situation and we are suffering through it. And not many of us are standing out and doing something about it, even though we can see and we have an understanding of what is going on. You know what this reminds me of? This have me thinking, in the days where slavery were rampant, a lot of people in many parts of the world still did not know that these things are taking place, because, their lives was just going on as normal because it's probably not affecting them in a certain way. So, it didn't bother them as much. It wasn't of a concern to them as much. And a lot of people weren't aware. Obviously, we didn't have the media and such. But in these days, it's like we see things happening to us and we allow the things to happen to us, and we seem not to do anything about it. Because, come to think of it, a lot of people earn from TikTok. A lot of people are able to get more financial freedom from having TikTok as an extra gig or something like that. While you have some people have TikTok as their main source of income, and to have it just pulled away from under your feet, not thinking about how you're gonna serve. They don't care, because if you're in somewhere like America and you're making money from TikTok, I'm sure you're gonna be paying taxes, and the taxes are gonna be contributing back into the society. So why would they want to? It's like to me it's like they're willfully holding people down. They willfully don't want people to prosper. They don't want people to be happy. And guys, it's sad. It's really, really sad. And I don't know what, but we need to do something. We need to do something, because a lot of things are taking places right under our noses, and a lot of us are seeing what is going on. But I don't understand, why is it that we are just being so docile and not rising, not coming together and rising towards certain occasion. Guys, I just don't understand. Anyway, let's get into the next video clip, guys.
So if this app truly does go dark at midnight, I refuse to leave without saying this. This cannot be forgivable. It cannot be, oh, we heard y'all's voices and we're not going to ban TikTok anymore. Sorry for the alarm. We understand it now. We cannot dial back on this. The damage is done. There is no saving it. There is no bringing us back to trust y'all. It's done. The ties are severed. Let me tell you exactly what happened. No smoke, no bullshit. TikTok was major competition for a lot of wealthy, powerful people, and they could not control it. TikTok opened gateways for people to live a better life that these fucked up mega corporation billionaires in charge would never allow to happen if it was up to them, and they didn't like it. So they started lobbying to ban it, and they got politicians on their side, and they went to the federal government. And then we shouted at the federal government, hey, fuck them billionaires. We elected you. You represent us, the American people. And so the federal government had to decide between honoring the billionaires or doing what we fucking pay them to do and represent the American people. And they chose the billionaires. That is an oligarchy. That is not American democracy. So it will not be, oh, never mind, we're not banning TikTok. It's going to be, no, motherfucker. You tried to misrepresent us. You went against our clear interest, our clear wishes. And on top of that, you tried to lie to us like it has something to do with data and national security. We're not forgiving that. You're done. I don't care if you're conservative, Republican, Democrat, liberal, everybody in the federal government as a whole, we need to cut the ties. Fascist countries ban apps. Point blank, period. When they can see rampant gun violence throughout this country and fast track a fucking app being banned, that is the sign of fascism, feudalism, and authoritarian society. Whatever you want to put on it, it's not an American democracy. And they did it in our faces. And if we sit here and let this app go dark, or even if they repeal the ban, if we sit here and let this bullshit go uncontested, we can kiss our freedoms goodbye. It's the tip of the fucking iceberg. They have gotten accustomed to thinking that they can do whatever they want to do, and that the millions of Americans who are against it just have to suffer the consequences. What the fuck do you mean? Tom Cotton got on there, who obviously doesn't know that Singapore isn't in fucking China. And he said, oh, well, we're going to ban TikTok. And if every American goes to Red Note, we're going to ban that too. Like he's some superpowered motherfucker that can make decisions for everybody else. We have to remind them that it does not fucking work like that. They have gotten so ridiculously comfortable with thinking that we are these little working robot ants. And as long as we are working robot ants, motherfucker, it's gonna continue. How many times do they get to take things from us with no reasoning? All of the accusations they made about TikTok doing XYZ, there was no proof. There was no proof. There was no proof. It was a court hearing with no proof at the federal level, and they still banned it. Based off of accusations alone from motherfuckers that just don't like China. Point blank, period. It's wildly, it is a wildly apparent infringement on your First Amendment right. And the American people have a constitutional right, and in my opinion, an American obligation to overthrow any government body that fails to represent its people the way it's happening right here in front of our faces. For the last 6 to 8 months, I have seen people on this app share their real life stories. Real life issues they are dealing with. I saw a video yesterday, a guy got on here and he shared how his mother died and his siblings died, and he's the last one in his family. And the reason he posted that video, he said he just wanted a record that he was here, that he existed.
And there are hundreds and thousands of likes on that video and people saying, hey, brother, I see you. It's a grown man in tears posted on TikTok, and he's saying, hey, I only posted this video so that there was a record of me being here. Do you have any idea how alone people are? And they run to this app for community and to feel tethered to this world, like they're not just floating through it without purpose. And these motherfuckers really get in front of a camera and a microphone and say this app is dangerous for data, so we're taking it away, even though every American company that has tech or data or collects data has had a class action lawsuit or some type of legal repercussion for leaking data. It's already a problem with the American companies, but because it's a Chinese company, we have to ban it. Why the fuck do the fucking senators that voted for the TikTok ban, why the fuck do they have stock in Meta? Why do we allow that? You mean to tell me insider trading is illegal, but when it's blatant insider trading, we say, yep, that's politics, that's the government. No, that's us allowing it. You mean to tell me the guy who wrote the bill for the TikTok ban has a ginormous amount of stock in Meta, and we're supposed to believe that this is about national security and not his motherfucking pockets? How long do we let this go? How long do we say, damn, that's crazy? How long are we gonna be performative and hop in the comments like, yeah, I'm with you, brother. Sign me up. Let me know where. And then we close the app out knowing damn well we're not going to leave our front door. How long is that going to happen? They've introduced religion to public schools in Oklahoma. I'm a Christian, and I think that's fucked up. I don't know if y'all don't know this, but forcing religion on people does not work. It makes them hate that religion. How far into this dystopian society that's foreshadowing the future of America, how far do we have to go before we do something? We do not have to bend the knee to a government that refuses to serve the people that elected them. That is not America. So if this is the last day of this app, or if Trump extends it 90 days and it goes away then, or if they take away the ban altogether and we keep chugging along on this app, this should not be forgotten. They heard the billionaire side of the story, and then they heard the side of the story from almost 200 million Americans. They looked at both sides and they said, we choose the billionaires simply because they line our pockets more, so we choose them. Fuck y'all. Fuck the 7 million something Americans that are going to be hung high and dry when we ban this app. Fuck them. This is what the billionaires want. And even though y'all elected us to represent y'all, we represent them. And who are we as the fucking American people to sit here and hee ha ha about going over to Red Note and all the memes that are circulating right now? It's great, it's funny, and then you see the compilation videos of how great TikTok has been to us. It's sad, but how long do we share our feelings about it and our rage about it, but then continue to let it happen? The more comfortable we make them when they believe that they can do anything and everything to us and all we can do is bitch about it, the more solidified that mindset becomes, the harder it will be to rebuild the America that we are fucking used to, where our voice actually matters. And when we get pissed off about something and we tell the fucking government not to do something, they can't just look at us and say, hey, you adult motherfuckers that pay us taxes, fuck you and everything you're saying, this is what you're gonna do. That's not the country we signed up for. That's not the country it's been, and that's damn sure not, it's not the country it's gonna fucking be, bro. This is so much more than banning a fucking app, man. It's the fall of American democracy in our faces. And I think you're crazy to not be pissed off about it.
Guys, we're living in a world where there is so much things that is taking place right in front of our eyes. These people, they don't want us to prosper. I am quite sure that they do not want us to prosper, because why is it that you're saying we're living in a free world? According to you people, we're living in a part of the world where you say it's a free world, and places like China and those places are horrible, and this and that, and the Middle East, and blah blah blah, all the propaganda that you guys try to spread about these places. And some, to tell the truth, it irks my soul, because you have just, I'm now just coming to the realization that how American people seems not to know a lot of what is going on outside of America. Like, Americans think that the world, it's not, I don't want to say revolves around them, but it's like they think that they are this great nation and they have everything together and they're the best nation in the world. And I mean, they've been hearing those things ever since they're in the womb. Like, you people, a lot of you people haven't traveled, even though you have the passport, obviously, because you guys' passport are strong and can go to a lot of places, right? And you guys have that ability. And a person from Africa or the Caribbean or other people, you find that these people will travel more than people that are US citizens. A lot of them have never been out of the country, so they don't know what is going on. And it just amazes me when I hear these people say we are the best nation in the world and we are the best this. Sometimes I wonder if they don't know how ridiculous they sound. Like, come on. But they're trying to control us, and it's not just America, it's just all over this new world. According to them, the first world countries, they're pointing fingers at other countries and how they're treating their citizens and how they're this, and at the same time they are treating their citizen in a much more degrading way than, and then this is just confusing, guys, but we just need to open our eyes and stand up for what we believe in. And I know that a lot of things are outside of our control, but these people, they don't want us to come together. They don't want us to come together, and they will continue to use whatever tactics they seem necessary to divide people. They will continue to do that, and we just have to stand up and rebel and fight against it, I guess. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for listening. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and come back for more. Let's listen to what the fan base owner has to say about the app. Okay, let's go.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. And right now we're accepting investors in our $17 million round to revolutionize the future of social media. Today, for just $399, you can own 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $6.65 a share. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. While the big platforms have grown too massive and disconnected from their users, Fanbase is building a platform where creators and users truly come first. We've already raised $4.8 million from everyday investors who believe in this vision, and now you can join them. This is your chance to invest in a social media tech company with over 1 million users that is disrupting media by allowing anyone to reach all of their following and monetize their content from day one. The market is changing, big platforms are failing to serve their users, and Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now. Invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the future of social media.
So guys, you have heard what the gentleman has said about the app, and I think it's promising, and I think we should go and support it. We should go. We're always calling for a movement, and here we have a black-owned app we should be flooding it. We should be flooding fan base and giving it our support. Maybe we'll find a space where we can do the things that we want to do. Okay, in this next clip, this man is trying to give some advice to his fellow Americans in his racial group about behaviors that they should and should not do when they go over to Red Note. Let's take a look and listen.
Red Note, remember, that's not our home. TikTok is our home. That's great. But TikTok's being shut down. We are refugees. We are going over to Red Note. If that's where we're going over to Red Note. We need to be respectful. We need to make sure that we recognize their culture, and we need to fit into their culture. We're not there to make the place over. We're there to fit into the culture that already exists. Please don't screw this up. We're just visitors, and people on Red Note are being real nice and letting us in.